Hi, Jackie here. So welcome to my video tutorial. So this tutorial today is about how to create study map area layout using QGIS. So a brief introduction for the software that we're going to use is that QGIS is a geographical information system software that that is free and open source to all users, which allows us to create, edit, analyze, and publish geospatial information. So this tutorial today is basically I'm going to introduce to you the basic features and how to navigate the basic features of QGIS. So here we go. First, you need to open your QGIS software. So QGIS software. It takes a couple of minutes to fully open the software, so just wait till it opens. So we have here, you need to add new project. So click the project, new. Now we're going to add our raw layer that we've already downloaded. So I will click the vector icon, this one. Then in order to add your raw layer icon, you need to click this ellipsis where it takes you to your file manager. Then choose the downloaded file. So we're going to choose this one. Since it is a zip file, open, add. So since it is a zip file, we're going to add all the layers onto that file. So add layers. Then click the exit one. So we have here our map, the national map of the Philippines, since my study area is in the Philippines. So, and before you forget, you need to save just this project. So save as to the file. So we'll the study area. I'll name the file study area. Save. Then after here our map, the national map of the Philippines, since my study area is in the Philippines. So since my study area is in the Mindanao region, I will going to extract the Mindanao map with this one. I'm going to use this one or this one. I will still use this administrative. This is the administrative map. So I will going to extract this one. In order to do that, I will going to use the selected feature. So now I'm going to use the selected features. So I'm going to use the selected features using the polygon one since it is the most convenient. I'm going to highlight all of the provinces, islands that belong to the Mindanao region. You're just going to highlight this one by clicking here, 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 and here. Right click to highlight the Mindanao region. Then go to the Philippine administrative number 2, then right click this one. Click export, then click selective areas features as. So you can name it as Mindanao. And then, okay. So here you have your Mindanao already, or Mindanao map. So you just have to uncheck this one so that you see that you extracted the Mindanao area out from the Philippine map, whole Philippine map. So you can choose the color you prefer. So I preferred blue one. So I'm going to choose blue here. So and after that, my municipal map, my study area for municipal map, I have Naawan and Osamis City. So in this Mindanao map, I'm going to extract both Naawan and Osamis City. So same as earlier, so I'm going to right click this one, open attribute, since it is the most convenient for highlighting provincial, municipal, and barangay map area compared to the national. So I'm going to use the open attribute. On the bottom left of the screen, you have show all features. You need to click this one, then choose field filter, and then in choosing this feature, you need to know that Naawan and Osamis Oriental belongs to what region? Different region, different area. So I will choose the name 2, since name 2 is for municipal area. So I'm going to type here Naawan. Oh, you have Naawan here. Then enter. Then highlight this one by clicking here, set. Then right click this Mindanao map, this layer of Mindanao map. So right click this one, export. Then then you have to click the selected features as. Then you have to name the extracted map, which is in Naawan. So I'm going to put Naawan here. And then, okay. So you have your Naawan area. It's being highlighted. So I'm going to select other color. I'm going to choose the color that I preferred. So I preferred yellow. And look for this one. So yellow. So, okay, blank. And after that, I have to study area, the Osamis. I'm going to again select this Mindanao layer. Right click, open attribute table, then show all features, click this one, field filter, click the name 2 for the municipal map. Search type Osamis, Osami City. So you have here the Osami City, just click this one, enter and highlight. You highlight that one, exit, then click this layer again, right click, export and click the selected feature as, then you have to name it, so I'm going to name it Osami City. And add. So I have here the Osami City has been highlighted, so I'm going to change the color, like 4 to yellow. Which is your chosen your most preferred colors. I'm going to use the yellow one. Then after that, this is the map of my study area in municipality level. So I'm going to again extract the barangay of the two area, the barangay of Naawan and Osama is where we're going to conduct we're going to conduct our research study. So I'm going in that case. So I'm going to put check here. Since this is the map for municipality level, I'm going to unpick this one so that the municipality level where we're going to show, going to extract them as the barangay area of the Naawan where we're going to conduct our study. So right click this one, pin attribute, select filter, then for the barangay area I'm going to choose name 3. Going to search for Naawan or Poblacion. Yes. So we have many barangay Poblacion here. So in that case, you need to select other name, which is the 2 for municipality, so that it is easier for you. Yeah, Naawan. Enter. So you need to highlight this one, whole Naawan, and then export. You have to name it Naawan. Okay. You cannot name it as Naawan since you have already a layer that has Naawan. So you have to put underscore. Then you have here, you have to change it color. Yeah, I'm going to change the color of Naawan to yellow. Then I'm going to click the Naawan layer so that I can extract the barangay where we're going to conduct our study. So Poblacion here, just highlight the Poblacion. Then you need to export the Poblacion map from the Naawan layer. So selected features, you need to type Poblacion here. Then you have Poblacion. Then I'm going to change the color into, I'm going to change the color. We have our study map area 1, then Naawan, Poblacion Naawan Misamis Oriental. Then going to extract another study area which is the Osamis City. So going back to the Philippine Administrative Tree layer, going to extract the Osamis City, open attribute table. On the bottom left, you have show all features, click the field filter, choose name 2 for municipal level. We have Osamis City, click Osamis City, enter. And then highlight all areas that has Osamis City on it. So click here, then highlight all the areas, close. Again, click the layer of Philippine Administrative Tree, right click, export selected features as, then you have to name it as Osamis City. Since you have already the name Osamis City here, we're going to add underscore so that you can add this one. So we have our Osamis City here. I'm going to change the color. And then to extract the barangay area, we're going to conduct our study. We're going to get our experimental organism. So I'm going to click the Osamis City layer, right click this one, open attribute table, then find the barangay where you're going to conduct your study. So we have the gang. I'm going to highlight the gang one. Then right click, export, name is Asnano. Okay, so we have the barangay Gango here is being highlighted. So I'm going to change the color, same as the barangay Poblacion. Then, so we have our 2 study area. Since we're done here, we're going to open the print new layout. So just click the project here, select new print layout. You have to name it. So we're going to name it as study area. Okay. So we're going to lead you to this interface again, memorize or familiarize the icon. So this is the add map icon. add picture icon, add text label, add legend, add scale bar, add direction, north arrows, add shapes. And this is we're going to zoom in and zoom out your map in the freehand. Since we have our study map area here, going to add map, just draw the box. Make sure that the map that you're going to put here is being displayed at the QGIS interface, the first window. So I'm going to use this one, so I'm gonna change this layer. So I'm going to change the color of this one into something more refreshing. So I'm going to choose blue. I'm going back to the new print layout. So this is not the map that I'm going to choose, and just click the refresh. So we have the map that to choose. So in order to have your desired size of your map, you need to adjust the scale. I'm going to bring this. So this is my preferred size of the whole Philippine map. Then after that, you need to lock this layer so that if you're going to zoom in and zoom out, the layers will not change. So in order for you to have standard or desirable presentable study area map, you need to add some of the fundamental or basic components of research study area map. So I'm going to click the grids. So just click the plus icon, click the grid 1, modify your grid. Then after that, it shows you different features of different components of the grid properties, where you can change, edit, create, add something to your map. So here I'm going to add grid latitude and longitude. So you can add grid of the latitude and longitude to your preference. So I'm going to have the x interval 3, so as the 4, the y interval 3. So we have our grid interval. You can also change the style of your grid. So I'm going just simple. Then the stroke grid, I'm going to use 30 mm, so that's it. And after that, you can frame your map area. So for me, I need to frame this one, so I will choose line border, the vertical one. The frame margin and thickness stays as it is. Then after that, you can draw, since you have your grade interval for latitude and longitude, you can draw coordinates. Just check this box. Then you can choose the format of your coordinates, either decimal with suffix, or degree, minutes, and so on. So I prefer to have degree minutes. So yeah, this one. Then you can also edit the format of the coordinates. So for the left side, I'm going to choose vertical ascending so that it can fit to the paper size that I wanted. So for the right, also same vertical ascending. You can also change the font of your coordinates. So here I'm going to choose the font. Then a shell. Then regular. Then the size. I'm going to choose size 9 points. This is the unit of your sizes. You can have millimeters. You can have points, you can have pixels, you can have meters and scales, and so on. So this one I'm going to use points, since I'm more, I prefer this one compared to the millimeters. You can also change your distance to map frame. You can have the font, your coordinates farther than your border, or closer to your border. So for me, especially this 1 mm. And you can also change the coordinate position. So can have 0 or 1 or mine I have 3, so the degrees, minutes, and seconds. And since the grid interval latitude and longitude is not that desirable, you can change your style, so, or the color. So my color is black, and I will going to adjust the opacity of the grid line so that it will not show like this, since it's not that pleasing to the eye. So I'm going to, the opacity will going to be 0. So you can also add text, so that you can name what country is this, so what map is this. So I'm going to put Philippines here, because it's a Philippine map. And you can also edit the font. So I'm going to use the same font as earlier. And then the style, I'm going to choose the boldest one. And for the size, I'm going to increase the size of the font compared to the compared earlier. So I'm going to choose 25. Then the unit will be point same as earlier. So I'm just placing it on the bottom, on the upper right of the map, so that it pins here. And then you can also add directions, so you can add arrows here. Just draw the, if you can click this one, if you want to add directions or arrows, you will just click this one, then draw on your map like this. So you can also choose different arrows here. So I will choose this one, and then if you choose the SVG image, it will not show the end sign or the north sign. So we're going to choose the raster image, so that um, the north sign will visible. So I'm going to choose this one, and then I'm going to choose the raster image. So we have the end direction are now showing. So if you're not if you not like this arrow style, you can add another one. So if you need to add another one, just click this icon, then draw again, then choose your desired arrow style. So here I'm going to choose this one, and then I'm going to layer this. I'm going to layer this one to the previous arrow icon. So I have my north direction. Since I've already input the map name, the direction, you can also add scale bar. Scale bar is important since it provides visual presentation of the distance and feature size of your map, especially to those navigators. Scale bar is important to every nautical maps. So I'm going to put here. You can adjust the segments. On the left side, you can add another segments like this one, or you can on the right side, on the right segment, you can increase the segment 1 or 2 or 3, or you can add some more. So I'm going to have these segments, one on the left and two on the right. And yeah, that's our Philippine maps. So you need to adjust. You need to adjust all your icons if necessary, so that the map will come out pleasing to the eye anyways. Then, since my study area are somewhere here in Mindanao, I'm going to add another text. I'm going to write Mindanao since it's the Mindanao area. I'm going to edit the font bold. Then the size is earlier 25, and now we have 20. Same size unit points. I'm just going to place this here. Then after that, my specific study areas are somewhere right here. I'm going to add shape, add rectangle, so that I can highlight the area where I'm going to add a new map later. So I'm going to alter the opacity of the color, and then I'm going to choose the stroke color red. You can adjust the weight of your stroke. So mine, I'm going to have this one. So I'm just going to adjust the shape so that it can fit to the area where I'm going to add new map later on. I think it's not red enough. I'm going to adjust the color, and yeah, then that's it. It's red enough for me. So now, since I add all the national map, all the features for the national map, I'm going to lock this item on the map. I'm going to lock this one so that it will not change when I'm going to add another map. So I'm going back to the QGIS interface. After the whole Philippine map, I'm going to add a Mindanao map where my specific study area will be conducted. So here I'm just going to select the next map that I'm going to add to the new print to the layout later. So this one, going back to the print layout, add new map, and then just draw this one up right here on the upper right. So here we have the whole Mindanao area with Naaman and Misamis areas being highlighted. So I'm going to zoom this out. So I'm going to adjust this scale into lower number. It is 60 or 50. The lower the number, the map will zoom in. So if you need to drag the map, you need to select this one, this icon, so that you can adjust the map. So it's going to zoom this my desired. So that's it. This is my Mindanao map showing the two areas that my research study we're going to conduct. We're going to conduct. So I'm going to same earlier. I'm going to add a grid. Going to add my preferred interval of the latitude and longitude. I'm going to choose 0.4, 0.5, or 0.4. Then I'm going to change the opacity of the grid line to 0. And after that, I'm going to add frame. So earlier my frame thickness is around 30 mm and now I'm going to have 10 mm for this map. I'm going to add coordinates, same like earlier, and vertical assembling, vertical assembling. So the map showing coordinates is overcrowded. I'm going to adjust the interval. I'm going to have 5 here and 6 here, 4, 5. I'm going to adjust. And I have 6 here, 5 and 6. And after that, I'm going to change the font style of my coordinates. I'm going to choose the same font style earlier. Then the size, I'm going to have 9. Same as like earlier. And after that, I'm going to add some of the figures that I put in the previous maps. I'm going to add text. So this is Mindanao, so I'm going to write Mindanao. I'm going to increase the size of the font to 15 and then bold. If you're not, you can adjust your map. Just click this one. Mindanao. You can also add the important bodies of water surrounding your study area. So I have the Ligan Bay. Since that one body, water bodies is Ligan Bay, so I got Ligan Bay. Then I have to put this here. Ligan Bay. Make sure that the Ligan Bay. This is the Ligan Bay bodies of water. Then in Osami City, we have the most famous Panggil Bay. I'm going to put Panggil Bay here, Panggil Bay. Same earlier, I'm going to choose the size 6. And then going to adjust the rotation since I'm going to put this text in between these bodies of water. So I'm going to adjust the rotation number of the text. So I think that's enough. So I'm going to adjust font size into 4. Then carefully put the text in between the landmass. So you need to continuously adjust the rotation so that it can fit this area. Okay, that's it. So we're done putting the Mindanao region. So we're going to extract the highlighted areas here, Danaon and Azamis. So we're going back to the previous window. So I'm going to highlight. Check this one. I'm going to highlight this one. First Danaon. So I'm going to go check here since this is the map I wanted to add to the other windows. So just add new map. Just draw this one up right here. Where we're going to show the map that you have shown earlier. So I'm going to make it more visible, so I'm going to have 10, 11. I'm going to drag it out just have to adjust the scale so that you can choose the preferred size of your map, your study area. So I'm going to just set it in for 13. So that this is enough for me. I'm going to adjust this one. And then same like earlier, I'm going to lock this area. I'll click the grid so that I can modify the map. Going to add my desired, my preferred grid interval. I have 4, and then 4 here. 5. I have 5. Then after that I'm going to zero the opacity so the grid line is not cannot distract the viewer's vision. So I'm going to add frame again. Same thickness as earlier, 10 mm. Then going to draw coordinates. Same format, degree minutes. Then vertical ascending, vertical ascending. After that, I'm going to adjust the font because since it is quite bigger. I'm going to choose 9. Then, oh no, I forgot to lock the other layer. So that's the common mistake of some users. They forgot to lock the layers. I forgot to lock the layer earlier. I'm going to go to the next window so that I can lock the previous layer. So here, I'm going to this one. Just going to see if it is, yeah, so this one. Then after that, I'm going to lock this one so that it cannot change. Yeah, okay. Then back to our map 3, we have, so I'm going to adjust the font size of the coordinates. I'm going to have 8 this time. Same to the previous map, I'm going to adjust that we're going to be the font size 8. Okay, I'm going to lock this one. Then after that, after you draw the grid interval and the coordinates, you then add the important one, scale bar, if you want. So I'm going to have segment on the left 1 and on the right 2. So this is the unit kilometers. Since it is most important to every navigator is to have scale bar on their map. So I'm going to add scale bar here. Scale bar. And then in order to know that the areas then highlighted, you need to add legend. So you need to add legend right here. For you to edit the legend items, you need to click on this box, only show item inside link map. So you need to click this one so that it will shows the it only shows the name of the area or the name of the items inside your map. So I'm going to type for this one, legend. And then, so this is not I want. I'm going back to the previous window so that I can edit I can rename the layer this one. I'm going to edit this one. Cancel. I'm going to rename this layer. This one also. So as SMS here. Then back to the other windows. So here the edited name layer are just being displayed. I'm going to just this one, so font and texting. If you don't want to put background, so just click this one. So don't have the background on the text for the legend, so you can adjust this one and your preferred to your preference. So I'm going to. So So we done to the first area, study area. We move on to the another study area, which is the summit. So we're going back to the previous window. So we're going to check the next map. We're going to add to the layout. And again, we're going to add this map down here. So this is the last map of our study area. So again, we're going to adjust the scale of the map. I'm going to narrow down the number 30, 25. You can move the map around using the timeline. You can have date. So 20 is 22. I think this is okay. Again, lock the layer so that it will not move when you're changing the other map. Just the same step like earlier. So you have to click the grid plus icon, click the grid, modify your grid, then input your desired or preferred grid interval. So I have 4 and 5 here. So with this too much, I'm going to put 6 here and then 6 here. So I think that's okay. I'm going to zero the opacity so the grid line is not destructive. I'm going to add frame, same thickness like earlier. I'm going to add draw coordinates, 30 minutes. So I'm going to align the coordinates. I'm going to change the font and adjust its size into 8. After that, I'm going to add same features like earlier. So I'm going to add legend here. Just click the only show item inside the link map. And we have the Kangong Samis. You can add your title. Then after that, just move your legend text box. You can also click the background so it will not. You can also edit the font and text of your legend. So for the legend title, you can have bright. For me, I'm going to have bright. Titans, you can have bright. Just going to adjust this one here. So this is then going to add scale bar as earlier. So I'm going to have the left segment will be 1 and the right segment will be 2. So just fix your scale bar into your preferred area on the map. So and after that you can lock all the items so that it will not change if you're going to move the map around like this one. So if you don't have any features you're going to add, you just need to adjust or edit the map. So unlock this one so that you can edit this. So that is okay. And then for the second map, it's okay. Third map, you need to adjust this one. Up right here. Up right here. You can make lock this. The legend I'm going to adjust also. So as the scale bar. Then lock again. Then edit the other map, the last one. Into just here. Then I'm going to adjust the legend. And adjust the legend. So as the scale bar, I'm going to adjust this one. Then after you plotted your old map, all the map for your study area, you're going to add shape and draw this one here. This, if you prefer this one, if you like, so this you can draw. You can edit this. The opacity will going to be 0 so that the maps in the map you can show. Then the stroke width you can add this one, the more bolder, and that's it. You have your study area map layout. After, if you have nothing to add, to adjust and add, so you can save this one If you lock all of the maps, make sure to lock all the maps, lock all the layers, so that after saving it will not change or destroy the image. So we're going to lock all the map layers and click the layout, then save as your preferred format of your map. It can be image type, SVG and or PDF. For me, I'm going to choose import as image. I'm going to import this one. I'm going to put this on my QGIS file. QGIS file and or here. So just name it study area. So if you save your study area as a image, you can choose portable network graphics and or JPEG format. For me, I will choose the JPEG format and or PNG. So today I'm going to choose the PNG one. Save. So you can also choose the resolution and the width and height of your image. So I'm just going to use this generated with height and resolution. So I'm going to click this save and then wait for the process study area. So this is my final output. So this is the image format of the study area that I have created in the QGIS software. So we have here the Philippines. Then I highlighted the area and the Mindanao where the specific study area. Then I put another map for the Mindanao. Then struck the municipal and barangay map for my study area, which is Poblacion Nawan for the first study area and Gangmo San City for the second study area. And that's it. I hope you learned something on my video tutorial on QGIS software. Thank you.